What up, HyperChange? Welcome to another episode of TLDR, your weekly recap for good news in the tech and finance space. Our first piece of news this week is Elon Musk's tunneling startup, The Boring Company, raised $10 million by selling 20,000 limited edition flamethrowers for $500 each. They sold out in about 3 days. Of course, I bought 8 of them. This is a fascinating crowdfunding strategy. The company raised $10 million, a 10x increase from the $1 million that they raised just a couple months ago selling limited edition hats. More on this later. Next piece of news this week is Amazon is teaming up with Berkshire Hathaway and JP Morgan to launch a nonprofit venture to provide healthcare to their employees. Healthcare is one of the biggest problems that our country faces. Warren Buffett has even called this the hungry tapeworm of the American economy because it just sucks up so much of our money and resources. So I love to see the fact that these 3 companies are teaming up to offer health insurance to their employees, get it cheaper, get it more efficient, just tackle this issue. I believe this is just a beta trial that this trifecta will eventually roll out across the entire country, maybe even the world, who knows, but I think the market agrees with me. The stocks of the 10 biggest healthcare companies lost a combined $30 billion in value the day this was announced, so just a ton of stuff going on there. Additionally, there's been a bunch of rumors about Amazon getting into the pharmacy business as well, so that's really fascinating to see how this will all come together in the coming months. Next piece of news this week, shout out to Mike for showing me this on Twitter. There is a stealth mode Ethereum-based startup that has bought $1 billion worth of land next to Tesla, Google, and Apple in Nevada. This is kind of where the Gigafactory is. All these tech companies are buying up land there. Apparently there's even an Amazon fulfillment center, a massive rack space data center, just all this kind of secretive big tech stuff. This company, Blockchains LLC, bought 65,000 acres, paid in cash. This is 20x the land holding of their neighbors. Tesla's Gigafactory is only 3,000 acres. You go to Blockchain's website, it's super vague, just like a lot of buzzwords. We are innovators, we are entrepreneurs. No idea what this company does. Their LinkedIn page only shows 10 employees. CEO is Jeffrey Burns. No indication what this startup plans to use the land for besides 150 acres for a campus park that will house the company headquarters. But they only have 10 people working there. I don't know. So this is some weird stealth mode, epic, big money, $1 billion Ethereum startup. Would love to know if you guys have any insight on this. Thought this was a fascinating piece of news. Next story this week. Shout out to Johns for shooting me an email about this. Tyson invests in Memphis Meats. This is Tyson, one of the companies that I think is a perpetrator of everything that's wrong with the food system. Factory farming, getting things cheaper, pumping antibiotics into all of our food, has actually invested in Memphis Meats, who is the superhero of the new food system and is tackling the issue of factory farming by creating lab-grown hamburgers. This is pretty similar to the business model of Impossible Foods, where they want to recreate the same burger with the same meat taste with just a drastically lower carbon footprint. The difference here is Memphis Meats is actually growing the meat cells in a lab, so it's not vegan, it's real meat. The only problem with this so far, not problem, but stage of the technology, is that it costs them about $2,400 to produce 1 pound of meat. This is going to be a multi-$1,000 burger at its current price. So they definitely need to work on this technology, scale it down, but I think it has huge potential, and it makes me super excited to see companies like Tyson, committing to the future and accepting the fact that this new wave of tech-grown, more sustainable protein products is coming to the market and fast. Love it. Next piece of good news is Tesla is partnering with Home Depot to start selling its Powerwall and solar panels and probably eventually solar roof in Home Depot stores. They're basically going to set up mini Tesla stores within 800 Home Depot stores all across the US. They're even going to have Tesla employees on staff there helping you walk through the products. This is a fascinating augmentation of Tesla's core retail distribution strategy, which is to sell all their products through their own stores. As far as I can tell, this is the first time that Tesla has actually made a big move partnering with another retailer to expand distribution. Additionally, according to Bloomberg, Tesla and Lowe's are working on a very similar partnership to do this as well. So big time news for Tesla Energy. Next piece of news. Snap is launching a merch store within its app. It sounds crazy, and yeah, they're selling like hot dog plushies and Snapchat hats and t-shirts. The products are limited. They may just randomly disappear. And eventually, I think this could be a really powerful platform for allowing creators on Snapchat to be able to monetize themselves. Because remember, Snapchat said one of their big goals for 2018 is to allow creators to make money on their platform. And I think this disappearing merch store where creators could drop limited edition items. The app was apparently designed by this guy who designed the Starbucks ordering app, which has been incredibly successful. I don't know. I still personally think Snapchat is kind of screwed by Instagram. They report earnings next week. I think it's going to be a bloodbath, but I haven't counted the company out. I think Evan Spiegel is a visionary. Next piece of news this week, HQ Trivia. This is a fascinating app that has taken the world by storm. One of my buddies showed it to me, basically takes it out like at 9 p.m., you know, we're all at a bar and starts like doing trivia. Everyone hovers around the phone. It's like a live trivia show where they start with this big pot of money and everyone's entered, and then like through a series of like 10 or 15 questions, you get eliminated. If you make it to the end, you get to split the prize. A new model of content, live TV. I've never seen anything like it. It's on the go. They've really reinvented a new category. Actually, shout out to Mike again for helping me understand this part of the business model. I think this is one of the most fascinating apps out there right now. I think they make an incredible acquisition target for any big tech company or any big media company. So they just raised $15 million at a $100 million valuation from Peter Thiel's founder funds. You can bet they're going to get a lot bigger quickly. This is just the hottest new thing in tech right now. You guys should all check it out for research purposes. In the HyperChange universe, the book launch is going pretty well. Have sold 66 copies. It's got 4.7 out of 5 stars on Amazon. If you read it and you liked it, definitely give me a review on Amazon to help me out. That would be super appreciated. Also, the first epic video review of the book is out by a channel called CEO Based Investing. You guys should definitely check it out. Spoiler alert, he gave it a 10 out of 10. This was unofficial Flamethrower week here at HyperChange. I made an episode where I told you guys I bought 2 of Elon Musk's limited edition flamethrowers, thinking just this was a crazy once in a lifetime opportunity. I mean, my elevator pitch here is Elon Musk, essentially the Da Vinci of our generation, an incredible creative engineer, product designer, inventor, is coming out with limited edition flamethrowers. I think these are going to go down in history. They're going to be an iconic product. I think these are going to sell for 10, 15 times what they retailed for within a couple years. So then I had so much FOMO that I, 2 days later, bought 8 flamethrowers. So now I have 8 flamethrowers. I'm doing a giveaway. I even said if my video where I bought 8 flamethrowers hit 50,000 views, I would give away a free flamethrower. It doesn't look like we're getting anywhere close to 50,000 views as I make this. The video has like 2,000 views, but I don't care. You guys put in so much love sharing the video that I'm giving away a flamethrower anyway, no matter how many views it gets. So keep sharing. You have a week to enter the contest. You have to retweet this tweet, which I'm gonna put a link to in the video, or you can share the link to that video on any social media platform and tag HyperChange. You will be entered in the contest. 1 week left. Win a free flamethrower. I already checked eBay. Some of these things are already selling for $1,000 plus. A bunch of them have bids in the $700, $800, $900 range, and these sold out 2 days ago. I think the thesis is playing out, and this is going to be an incredible trade. So I'm just stoked to document it here on HyperChange. This week I put out a Moonshot Monday where I think Microsoft should buy Adobe with repatriated cash. This would catapult the company to $1 trillion market cap, just make them an enterprise powerhouse, get the market excited about the company's growth potential once again. There are so many synergies here. One tidbit that I did not include in the video is that actually the CEOs of Microsoft and Adobe both grew up in Hyderabad, India, and actually went to high school together, according to my research, which is a fascinating little tidbit. So I don't know, I think this Moonshot Monday should definitely happen, makes a ton of sense. Additionally, made a video about how Twitter is turning around. They reported their first operating profit in Q3. Just anecdotally, I've just felt the platform gain a ton of momentum. I'm getting really bullish on Twitter. I think Jack Dorsey is an awesome CEO who has killed it with the turnaround so far. You can check that video out for more. I put out a video yesterday about Amazon being the financial arbitrage machine. The fact that they make no profits, are able to pass along these streamlined efficiencies in their business model in the form of lower prices to consumers is a massive competitive moat that no one can compete with. You know, Walmart, Target, Costco, whoops. They all pay dividends, and Amazon doesn't have to, and that's the reason that they are charging 20% or 30% less for organic Hass avocados, and that is a competitive edge game changer that is gonna lead them to dominate all of retail. Anyway, this is HyperChange, this is TLDR, your weekly recap for good news in the tech and finance space. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment with your thoughts or ideas or stories that I should cover next week, and I'll see you guys next time. Have an epic weekend.